When your SAP system will
We
read the profiles at the time of starting. When you are starting your
starting.
system, na, it will read profiles. What is the profile directory? Anyone?
ESR, SAP,
USR
SID,
SAP
sys
SID
profile.
SAP
sys
sys profile.
Sys
profile.
Profile.
Excellent.
profile.
Sys
USR SAP
profile.
SID sys profile. If you go to that location, you will find how many profiles by default?
3.
3.
Three
What
profile.
are they? Start profile,
Default. Start,
Default
default,
profile,
and
instant
instance.
profile, start profile.
default profile,
Instant.
and
Instant.
Instance profile.
Instant.
instance profile. Okay, what is the naming convention of start profile? Anyone?
Start underscore
Start
instance name,
underscore
host. Instance name, host name.
instance name
Name.
underscore
Underscore host.
host
Host
name.
name.
Yeah.
Host.
Start underscore instance name underscore host name. Default profile naming convention.
Default dot
Default.pfl.
PPL.
Default.pfl. Excellent. And the instance profile naming convention.
SID,
SID
instance name
underscore
underscore instance name
SID underscore
underscore
instance
host
name
name.
underscore host name.
Host.
Host name.
Remember, they'll ask you in the interview the naming conventions. Important naming conventions. These are SID underscore instance name underscore host name, start underscore instance name underscore host name, default profile naming convention, default.pfl. Okay, what we have in the start profile?
Starting sequence of our SAP system.
Excellent. Starting sequence of SAP system is stored in start profile. The starting sequence is what? Generally, first it will start the database, then message server, then enqueue, then dispatcher, gateway, everything, right? All these sequences are written in that start profile. Can you do any changes in that start profile?
No.
No, sir.
No, only that is SAP standard delivered startup procedure. Okay, what we have in default profile?
Common information.
Common
Common
information.
information.
Okay, if you take one SAP system, what are the common information for entire SAP system?
Host
Name.
name.
Host
Host.
name.
What host
SAPID,
name? Which host
DB,
name?
DBSID,
The database host name.
Database host name. And
message server
message
host name,
server host name. SAP
NQ
SID,
server.
DB
Server.
SID, NQ server host name. These are all the common things, right? That common things will be kept at a default profile. Can I change that? These profiles contains what? These profiles contains parameters. These parameters will define the runtime environment of your SAP system, right? And the instance profile
Yes.
contains instance specific information. What is the specific information for an instance? Instance number, instance
Instance
name,
number, name.
instance host name, and the type of the work process and the number of work process, right? All these profiles contains parameters. Actually, this is default profile and instance profile contains parameters. The start profile contains the starting sequence. Remember, you can change these two things: default profile parameter. If you want to, for example, there is one parameter. If you want to make effect on entire system, remember that. If one, for example, you have 10 application servers, you want one change in all application servers, keep that parameter in default profile. It will affect entire system. If you want for only one application server, then keep that in instance profile, particular instance profile. For example, if I have 5 application servers, how many instance profiles I'll have?
5.
5.
Five.
Okay,
Five.
this is clear with you, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Now I'll draw an image. You write the, now by God's grace we don't have the start profile now, right? No confusion. Default profile and instance profile only. Now I'll draw a SAP system. You have to tell me how many instance profiles you'll get, how many start profiles you'll get. Sorry, how many default profiles you'll get. Everything I'll give, no worries. I'm expecting that you know all these things. That's why I'm not asking you. Okay? What I'm writing, you know everything, right?
Instance number.
Instance numbers, instance host name. Host names, SAP, DB, yeah. Now tell me how many how many SAP systems I have here first?
One, sir.
Huh?
One.
One SAP
One.
system.
One.
So how many default profiles you'll have?
Four.
4 default profiles.
One.
How many default profiles I'll get?
Only one, sir.
Only
One.
one.
They-
Only one, sir.
One
The
default
common
profile.
information will be kept at one location, right?
Yes.
You're listening to the class and you are saying the wrong answer. But the beauty, what is the beauty I observed in your batch? Nah? You will say with the confidence. Whatever you say with the confidence. Sometimes it will also work. Sometimes it will be good. If you're wrong, then only if your confidence is right, good, then they start believing you. A good quality only that is. But don't give wrong answers. So one default profile. The naming convention is default.pfn. Okay. How many start profiles I'll get? No start profiles.
Yes.
No start profiles. Now delete. Fine. How many instance profiles I'll get?
Four.
4 instances.
4 instance profile. Can you name them?
Four.
0, 0.
Huh?
Yes.
Instance profile naming convention, boss.
SID instance.
What is your SID?
DV,
Dave underscore
ASCS,
ASCS00 underscore
India.
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 Then Dave underscore DVEMBGS01 underscore
India.
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 Dave underscore DVBGS10 underscore
Japan.
Japan. Dave underscore DVBGS25 underscore Japan. Simple. 4 instance profiles and 1 default profile. Okay, if there is start profile, what is the naming convention of that start profile? Now there is no start profile, but for practice purpose, tell me. Start underscore,
Start underscore
right?
India.
underscore India.
Start underscore DVEMBGS01 underscore India.
India.
Start underscore DVBGS10 underscore
10 underscore.
Japan.
Japan.
Start underscore
Start underscore.
DVBGS25 underscore, right? Nobody will draw the image for you when you enter into the office. Simple, you have to go to that profile parameter, profile location, then you can easily draw the image by looking at the profiles. Now you can draw the image, right? See, I'll show you the profiles now. USR, SAP, SID, sys, profile. See, wait. Is there? Yeah. See, what is this? 1 default profile, 2 instance profiles means How many instances you have?
Two, sir.
Two, ASCS and PAS. That's it. No AAS here. In our image, we have two AAS. But in our real-time system, according to this example, only ASCS. See, what are the services you have in ASCS?
Message server.
Message running.
Message in
And
NQ.
NQ.
Open,
NQ.
open it. See, it will tell you about, see, starting of message server. It will start the message server and start of NQ server. See, do you have any work processes here? NQ server, NQ server.exe. Okay, and see, instance profile contains instance specific information. What is this instance specific information? Instance number,
So
instance name, and the instance host name, right? These are the instance specific information. And if you open this instance profile, that instance specific information will be there. See, that instance number is 00, the instance name is dvembj00, and the number of work process. In that instance, we have dialog, background, update, spool, right? How many spools, how many updates, how many backgrounds, how many dialogues, everything is there. So the instance specific information will be stored in instance profile. The common information, the default profile contains the common information. What is common here? See, database name,
Hosted.
SAP database host. Okay, these are the common informations, right? Message server host name, NQ server host name, everything will be written in default profile. If you observe this default profile, that start profile things, what we have in that start profile? strdbs.cmd, right? That is integrated into this only. It will show you one somewhere. strdbs.cmd will be there. Crypto libraries first and SCC. It is not there, I think. I think here. See, strdbs.cmd command. This belongs to what? Actually start profile, but now integrated into your instance profiles. Previously it was displacework.exe, strdbs.cmd. They present in start profile, but now start profile is obsolete. They are integrated into your instance profiles. Yeah, your system will behave like these parameters. I told you these profiles contains parameters. These parameters will define the runtime environment of your SAP system, right? So if you want to do any change in your system's behavior, you should change this profile, the parameters. You change the parameters of this profile. For example, if you want to keep one parameter for entire system, then put that parameter in default profile. If you write that parameter in default profile, it will affect entire system. If I want to change one parameter in this instance and go to that particular instance profile, instance profile is a instance specific information. The default profile is a common information. Got it? See, I'll show you one thing here. I kept one profile parameter in default profile. What is that parameter? See, USR, SAP, SID, sys, profile. If you open the default profile, login system client, this is the parameter. Okay, this is the parameter and the value is 001. If I put this parameter in the default profile now, if you log into any system, by default it will only ask you for 001 client. By default it will take 001 client. I'll show you that. Why? If you log in with any application server, only 001 client will be appeared by default. Why? That profile is maintained in the default profile. If I want to keep it for only one particular application server, then I need to paste that parameter into instance profile. Wait for a minute. This will take some time to. That is, the old system is logging immediately.
Sir, recorder is on, right? Sir?
Yes, I think. Yeah, it's running. If you miss the recording, also no worries. I have other recordings. I'll share other recordings also. Other batches recording will be there. The same topic. I'll share that. Nothing to worry. See, your ASCS is what? This 01 is your ASCS. Message1 NQ started. And your 00 is your PAS. That's why you got dispatcher, gateway, and everything. When the dispatcher comes into green, all the work process will comes into picture. See, they started. No, they'll start. Slowly they'll start and they'll come into wait state. When they come to wait state, then only it will give you the login. At least one dialog work process should come into wait state. The status should be wait. Everything is new, running. Yeah, wait. Now it will give me the login. So when I try to log in, by default it will give 001 client. See, I'm trying to log in. How I am logging? By using GUI, logon pad. Okay, click on that system. See, by default, which client it is taking?
001.
Why? Means that parameter is set in your default profile. Common information. If any user from, even though you have 100 application servers, which application server you are logging in, no worries, you will get 001 here. Why? That parameter is kept in default profile. If you want to make one parameter as a common parameter for the entire system, then bring that parameter to default profile. Otherwise, keep that in the instance profile. Okay, I'll log in into the system 000, and here I have user Shabana user. Now I logged into the system 000. Now this MMC, where this MMC will be present actually on the server. But if you are working from India, your server is installed at some US. You don't go to US every time, every day, right? If you want to see what are the work process I have in my system, if you are on the server, you can directly open this MMC. But you are working from India and your server is installed there. So how you see from application level? How you see means /SM50. What is SM50? This box is called as transactional box or command box. Whatever you want in SAP, just you have to hit one T code. T code is nothing but transaction box or command box. Transaction code. Transaction code is nothing but a alphabetic or alphanumeric code which is given to each screen of your database is called as transaction code. For example, if you want to create a user, Then there is one T code, SU01. See, this is user administration T code. Okay, if you want to create a client, SCC4 is a T code. Go to that T code. If you want to create RFC connections, SM59. So for each and every task, you will have a code. See, when I run SM59 in a backend, what happens? One program will run. That program will present the screen, right? Which program is running? See, SAP MCRFC program is running. Instead of remembering this, you can simply remember the shortcut SM59. This is called as a T code. If I hit SM59, it will call this program. If I hit SU01, see, if I hit SU01, user administration T code, then it will call another program. See, this is the program. So is it easy to remember all these program names? So SAP has given a shortcut for each and every screen. That shortcut is nothing but it is an alphabetic or alphanumeric code which is given to each program or each screen of your SAP system. Where you need to hit after login, there will be one box. In that box, you need to hit that. Or else, you can go from this tree also. See, go to this menu, tools, okay, and administration, user maintenance, users. The same screen it will take you. Instead of that, you can simply hit the T code. What is the T code? SU01. Directly it will take you to that screen. For each and every topic, we have 2 to 3 T codes. During this course, you will learn nearly 30 to 40 T codes. Nothing to worry, nothing to mug up the T codes. They will come. They will come and comfortably sit in your brain. No need to worry. I'll make it that happen. Okay, I'll take care of that. 30 to 40. After completion of this course, you may know 30 to 40 transaction codes. So what is this /n? Why I'm hitting this /n here before the T code? Don't read this /n. Okay, only the T code is SU01. The T code is SCC4. The T code is SM50. That /n means new. This screen will go and the new screen will come. See, SM50. What happens? This screen will go, the next screen will come. I want a new screen, then you hit /n. If you say /o, this screen will old, this screen will remain and the new screen will come. /o SU01. See, now here I got 2 screens. This one is there and another one also there. /o and /n. Practice that /n and /o. So this is the initial screen of SAP after login. So you can hit any T code /n SM50. So if somebody asks you what is the user administration T code, don't say /n. Just you need to say SU01. User administration T code. Client administration T code SCC4. RFC connection SM59. That is your T code. T code means what? Transaction code. This is called as command box. You need to hit everything there. Clear with this? Now what it will do? Now, for example, if you go to any banking sites, yesterday I told you, everything will have a restriction. How they are restricted? As an administrator, you want to restrict. For example, see, if all the users are complaining, whenever we are trying to log in into the system, we have to wait for some time. What could be the reason? Which work process giving you the login actually? Dialog work process, right? How many dialogues I have? 0 to 9 means 10 dialog work process I have. Everybody is complaining. Whenever we are trying to log in, we have to wait for some time means what? Lack of dialog work process. Then I want to increase that work process. How to increase? To increase that work process, where I need to do the change? Go to your profile, instance profile. Go to your instance profile and open that and directly you can, there is one parameter, right? What is that parameter? R display slash WP underscore number underscore dia. This is the parameter. You have to change this parameter value to 11. But there is a procedure how to do that. Don't do here. Instead of that, go to RZ10. Go to RZ10 T code. There is a T code RZ10 to change the parameters. Any parameter. Profile. Which profile you want to change? In default, do you have that work process parameters in default profile or instance profile?
Instance profile.
Instance profile. In this default profile, you have common information. That's it. In ASCS, why it is not showing ASCS? In ASCS, you will have message server NQ, no work process. If you have 5 application servers, it will show you 5 instances here. In which instance you want to change? Got the point? For example, now I have four instances. It won't show you this one, ASCS. It will show this one, this, and this. In which instance? Here also I'll have some dialogues. Here dialogues, here dialogues. Backgrounds, updates, pull in. All these 3. In which instance you want to increase the work process? Based upon the hardware requirement, hardware capacity, we change it. As of now, we have only one instance profile, so it is showing only one instance profile. If you have 5 application servers, it will show you 5 instance profiles there. Just select that instance profile and extended maintenance. Say change. If you want to say display, display. You want to change, change. See, now it will show you all the parameters. RDisplay slash number underscore BTC dia, RDisplay slash WP underscore number underscore BTC. I want to change dialog work process, right? Just go to and do 11 and say copy. There is no save button. See, copy back. Here I have save button. When I say save, observe here version. I'm saying save. Do you want to activate the profile? Yes. Version saved and activated. Okay. Here it is giving one information to me. See, what is the version? 3. What is this version means? It is a version database. How many times you changed that version database will tell you. 3 times I have changed that. Okay, and what the message it is giving? The effect of activating a profile is simply that the profile is stored at operating system level. Yes, we have profiles at operating system level. Okay, for the profile to take effect for a particular application server, you have to restart the application server. What is the meaning of that? These profiles are stored at operating system. When the system is reading profiles? At the time of? At the time of starting.
Startup.
Now you change it that, right? Dialogues to 11. See, what is your dialogue count here? Did it change it? 0 to 9 is 10.
Oh,
Okay, 0 to 10. 0 to 9 is 10 dialogues. Did you change it? No.
no.
What the system is saying, the profiles will store at operating system level. To take effect, you have to restart the system.
Yes.
So what I am doing? Exit, log off. Exit. Yes. See, if you open that profiles, what happens? See, USR, SAP, SID,
SID,
sys,
yeah,
profile.
profile.
See, instance profile. 1.1 file you got, right? This one is the backup file actually. This one will have old values. This one will have new values. If I open the new one, see what is the value of your RDisplay slash WP underscore number underscore dia. The old value is 10. The new value is changed here. See, operating system level it is changing. The system won't read the hashes, so the system won't read this line. Instead of that, it will read this. Now I have 11 dialogues, 6 backgrounds, 1 update 1, 1 update 2, 1 spool. Now, if I start the system, it will read that instance profile and it will configure that many work. How many work process are there? Dialog 10 only. Now what I do, I'll stop the system. Just log out and stop your server. Stop. Now I'll start the system. Select your SID and say start. Now it will read the profiles again. According to that profile parameters, it will configure your system. How many dialogues should I get now? Wait for some time.
11.
Sir, this version will have any limit, sir? Version number?
No. In fact, I didn't check.
N number
that.
of times you can change.
I didn't check. You can check. You can change any number of times. There is no limit. I haven't seen anywhere. Even I didn't get that doubt also till the date. No. Past 10 years, no. I haven't seen that anywhere else. I think no limitation for that. Why? You will maintain SAP for years, right? Few companies are using SAP from the past 1972. So if there is a limitation, how there will be n number of transactions? See, after 4 to 5 years, you are upgrading to new software, and then from again 0 to 1, it is starting now. You are upgrading your software. As of now, I don't have that. No limitation is there. See, now your system is started. How many work processes are there? Dialog 0 to 10.
11.
11 work process. 11 dialog work process are there. Got it? 000. How to see at OS level, SAP level?
SM50.
Yes, excellent. SM50. SM50. You got 11 dialog work process. So these profiles contains parameters. These are the parameter. Everything is a parameter. How you set, the system will behave like that. The overall statement is profiles contains parameters. These parameters will define the runtime environment of your SAP system. Okay, here there is another concept called profiles, parameters, right? These parameters are again two types. Was parameters are again profiles contains parameters. Okay, these parameters are how many types again? Two types.
Okay.
One is static parameter, second one is dynamic parameter. What is static parameter? What is dynamic parameter? Remember, for static parameter there is a T code RZ10. For dynamic parameter there is another T code RZ11. In your system you will have nearly 2000 parameters. not one or two, 2000 parameters. Only we are seeing 20 parameters there, right? But actually your system, entire system performance will depend on parameters only. You have 2000 parameters. In that parameters, few parameters are static parameters, few parameters are dynamic parameters. What is the static parameter means? If you change any static parameter value, the value will store at operating system level. To take effect, you need to bounce back that particular application server. So we changed one parameter called rdisp/wp underscore number underscore dia. Is it a static parameter or a dynamic parameter according to this definition?
Static.
Static parameter. Why? It asked you to restart the application server, right? If you change any static parameter value, the value will store at operating system level. To take effect, we need to bounce back the application server. When it is saving at the operating system level, when the system will read at the operating system level? At the time of starting only. That is the reason it will ask you to restart the system. There is another type of parameter called dynamic parameter. If you change this dynamic parameter value, the value will store at RAM. It won't ask you for restart. RAM memory is what? Volatile memory, not a permanent memory, right? If you restart the system, what happens? The old value will come. Whatever the value you change, that will go on. Can I show you that? See, I'll try to change another parameter. I go to RZ11. Search the parameter. If you know the parameter, you can directly write. Here there is a button, see, arrow button. 1917 entries found. All are parameters only. In that parameters, few parameters are dynamic parameter. Gateway related parameters are dynamic. So I'll search with GW star. Gateway CP timeout. There will be one parameter. I know that. That is a dynamic parameter. GW CP timeout. See, this parameter. If you open the parameter, if you get change value button, here see, change value button is there, and dynamic parameter, yes, that means this parameter GW/CPIC underscore timeout, this parameter is a dynamic parameter. Okay, the value is what? 20. I'll change it to 19. So the current value is 19. And I say save. What happens? See. Change made. Will it ask for restart the system? No, already changes happened. Where it is saving? In the RAM. Till your system is running, the value will be 19 only. If you restart your system, again the old value will come. Generally, these are the servers, not actually your laptops. Daily, we don't restart 2 to 3 times. For 6 months, for 3 months, for 12 months, we restart one time. So you can change the dynamic parameters. That parameter will run for 6 months. Remember. Then how to know whether you are saying static parameter RZ10, dynamic parameter RZ11. You have 2000 parameters list. From that parameters, which parameter is static, which parameter is dynamic? How to find out? For example, if I give you one parameter, please change this parameter. What parameter? rdisp/wp underscore number underscore btc, background work process parameter. If I want to change that parameter, first of all I want to know that whether that is a static parameter or a dynamic parameter. If it is a static parameter, you need restart of the server. It is not easy to restart every time your server, right? So you have to take the permissions. You need a downtime for that. So first of all, you have to know whether that parameter is static or dynamic. Simple. Do one thing. Go to RZ11. Directly go to RZ11 and give that parameter name. If you know the parameter, write the parameter. Otherwise, search here. What is the parameter? I remember somewhat like rdisp/wp underscore number underscore btc, but I didn't remember all the thing. Then search star. It will give all the parameters on rdisp. rdisp slash, it will be in alphabetical order, wp underscore number underscore btc. See, open this parameter and say display. If you find change value button, if you find change value button here, do you have change value button here?
Yes, sir.
No,
Mm.
no.
No.
And dynamic parameter is no.
No.
That means it is a static parameter. You can't change the dynamic static parameter by using RZ11. To change that, you should go to RZ10 only.
RZ10.
RZ10 and give the profile, instance profile, and extended maintenance, and say change. See, you have that parameter rdisp.w underscore btc. I can change from here. If you have 2000 parameters, right? Here I have only 20 parameters. You don't see this. If you don't have this parameter here, how to change? Simple. If you have this parameter here, you can directly change. If you don't find this parameter, then go to parameter. See this button, create parameter button.
Mm.
Create, and again search. Simple. rdisp star, or also you can write the parameter rdisp slash wp underscore number underscore btc. See, you got the parameter. The value is 6. You want to change it to 5. Okay, 5. Now copy. Here you have to take, say, copy 2 times. Copy back, and it is changed, right? Again say copy back. Now say save. When I say save, the version database will change. The version data will change to 4, right? Now it will ask you to restart the application server. Why? This parameter is a static parameter. If you observe at the OS level, go to your profiles. See, you got .2 file. You can delete these files. These are not important for us. The only system will read this one. If you open that, you go to that background work process parameter. Now the old value will be 6, and the old value will be 6, and the new value will be
New value.
when the system is reading this at the time of starting of your system. Now if I go to SM50, will it change? No.
No.
When it will change? If you do the restart 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now what I do? Now I restart the system.
Exit log off.
Please log out and restart your server. Say
Stop.
stop. Now again you have to start the system. After stopping, you have to start. When you are starting, it will read the profiles at OS level, and it will configure that many work processes. Not only work process, whatever the parameter, minimum password length, minimum password digit, default login client, everything is a parameter. Remember, your system will behave how your parameters are defined. That's it. Now I'll start. Everything is stopped now. Now I'll start. Now it will read the profiles. According to that profiles, your work process will be configured. See, if you go to work process table, how many dialog background should I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Previously I have 6. Now it is changed.
Yes.
So is it a static parameter or a dynamic parameter?
Static.
Starting.
Static. Static parameter value will store at OS level. Dynamic parameter value will store at RAM. If you change the
RAM.
dynamic parameter, you need not to restart the system. If you change the static parameter, the value will store at OS level. You have to restart the application server. Assalamu alaikum. Tarur. Okay. Any doubts from today's session?
No one.
How to find out whether a parameter is static or dynamic? Just go to RZ level and give that parameter name. If you find change value button and dynamically switchable is yes, then it is a dynamic parameter.
Yes.
Otherwise, it is a static parameter. Go to RZ level and
Static
change that.
parameter.